they kind of position me as the Coco clown and this and that. But at the end of the day, it's about getting your brand exposed. Every setback's a setup for a comeback. And if you truly believe in something, and if something's calling you in your heart, don't pay attention to what the noise is. It doesn't matter who believes. If you believe and you can see it, and you write it down and you put it up there, go get it. Don't stop. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If it's worth it to you, then anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Go all the way.
Welcome to the Digital Social Hour. I'm your host, Sean Kelly, here with my co-host, Wayne Lewis.
Oh, what up, what up? Some coconut water.
Getting tapped in.
Oh, yeah.
Our guest, Coco Vinny.
Coco Vinny, what's
How you
up,
doing,
man?
fellas? I'm good.
The coconut legend.
Right. Coconut God.
I'm about to take my sip right now. I love coconut water.
Oh, dude, please. You need a straw?
So this is a real coconut.
That is a fresh coconut from the tree, from the farm to the fridge.
Which country you think has the best coconuts?
Yeah.
So,
Are they different? Every company?
you know, every region, every, soil, everything tastes a little bit different. You know, it's like the wines, they have different wines from all over the world. But my favorites are, I like Thailand, I like Vietnam. We've planted trees in Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. It's all about the type of coconut that you plant as well. So
Right.
there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Oh, so there's different types of coconuts?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like an apple, you have a green apple, you have, some sort of honey crisp. It's all different. So there's Fijian talls, there's dwarfs. Like we're planting the dwarf trees that don't go 100 feet in the air. They're right here, 6 feet, right there. You don't have to climb.
Certain environments, so you can't plant coconut trees here.
No, the coconuts will only plant in, they like the water, the ocean water, the salinity. They like humidity. So there's that line on the equator. It's kind of like the line that hooks Hawaii and Puerto Rico together. Anything, they don't like elevation. They like sunshine and water.
And coconut's considered a fruit, right? Is it a fruit?
It's actually a fruit, a nut, and a seed. It's called a drupe.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I didn't
No,
know
That's
that.
crazy.
Fun fact. So
it's called a drupe. Yep, it's different.
Wow.
In fact, if you think about it, the tree is actually not even a tree. It's like prehistoric grass. It's one of the most evolved carbon dated fruits we have. It's 20 million years carbon dated.
Whoa.
You guys are getting at Coco University right here.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know
coconut
that.
isn't a fruit, it's a drupe.
Yeah,
I'm going to start telling people that.
Coconut is a drupe.
yeah.
Gotcha.
20 million years. How has it survived that long? Because most fruits don't last that long.
It's one of the most resilient plants on Earth. I mean, it can actually grow without soil. It can go in the ocean for 3,000 miles, roll up on shore, sprout, gravel, lava, sand,
And plant itself.
And it's resilient.
Wow.
It's hurricane resistant. You go to these
Lava
tropical
resistant
places, and grow in lava. It's a sprout.
What?
So like you see these beautiful tropical places that have hurricanes annually. There's still coconut trees there. That's because they bend with the wind. They let go of the coconuts. They're resilient. They're totally different than any other plant out there.
That's insane. How did you get into
Yeah,
coconuts?
like why did you? What made you choose coconuts in general?
So-
'Cause it's expensive, right?
Well, expensive's all relative to how much money you have.
Okay,
But at the end of the day, I got into it because I had a problem. I was doing Ironmans in Hawaii, and I saw all this trash along the shores of Tetra Paks, plastic bottles, and people were drinking this coconut water stuff. I don't want to name names, but I didn't like any of it out there. In the package and the Tetra Paks, it tasted like, I call it the cocoa hate. It made me think I hated coconuts. But then when I would crack open a fresh coconut, I was like, I don't hate that. So I was like, how do I get that fresh, that Coco Love to the people? And that's why I invented that, the tap. This is where that inspiration came from. I broke a knife on a coconut and I said, I got to figure this out. So this is not plastic. This is ocean safe, biodegradable corn flour. If it ends up in the ground or in the ocean, it will deteriorate. We're the first zero waste certified company in Las Vegas.
So this actually deteriorates.
That is,
Can an animal actually eat like a turtle? If a turtle,
well, in that form, that it won't totally destroy them.
Shout out to our sponsor today, AG1. Man, AG1's been a great product. Been using it for the past few months now. Used to have some constipation issues. It's helped my body feel a lot better. Every morning I wake up and it's a good start to the day, you know?
Yeah, same thing with me. I take AG1 in the mornings and at night before I go to bed, especially before working out, bro. It gives me all the nutrition that I actually need. I feel really, really good working out, clarity, energized. I mean, it just helps, and then it supports my immune system also.
Yeah, it's got 75 high quality vitamins. It's got probiotics, and honestly, it's pretty affordable. Less than $3 a day to use it.
Wow, less than $3 a day?
Yeah.
I actually like it way better than taking individual vitamins, just because, granted, I mean, who wants to take 20 pills? Rather just pour this in my water, shake it up, drink it, and get on the go.
Yeah, I used to take like 40 pills a day, but this makes it easy.
Yeah, 40, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah, so guys, if you're looking for a simpler, more effective investment for your health, try AG1 and get 5 free AG1 travel packs and a free 1-year supply of vitamin D with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/DSH. drinkag1.com/DSH. Link will be in the bio. Thanks, guys.
Them. As far as like the microplastics that are out there that are getting into our food and our water supply, that is what's destroying us as a whole. That will deteriorate in less than 9 months.
And this is just if it's in water, salsa water.
Water and heat and the environment, oxygen, it'll just break it down. And if you're in a composting bin that's got aeration, it'll be gone in 2 weeks.
Why don't they make straws out of this stuff?
They do now. They're starting to get into that.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean it's expensive. You know, like you said, if you're doing millions and millions and millions of tons of it, the oil companies are actually subsidized, and they create the price of virgin plastic so low that there's no real demand for the recycled plastics, and you got to make it out of something that actually degrades and deteriorates entirely.
So how bad are microplastics for you?
It's the worst thing you can do for yourself, for us as humanity.
And how do you limit it? Or
endocrine disruptors. I mean, it's being found. Microplastics are being found in the air, in the soil, in everywhere. Wow. It's basically acidifying the ocean with too much of that stuff in it. And so, you know, the ocean are the lungs of the world.
Right.
So I think 2 out of 3 breaths you take are from the oxygen coming out of the ocean. So if we acidify that, we're done. You know, even in the rainforest is 1/3. So 2/3 of our oxygen is the
that's
ocean.
Scary. And that's just from all plastics being thrown everywhere?
It's all chemicals and plastics and all the other terrible things we're doing. I mean, our whole system is, you know, factoried out.
There's really no way to limit it then if it's in the air.
Yeah, well, to use different materials and start using, you know, plastics aren't all bad. I mean, if you think about something that's not single use, like your car, like certain things like that, plastics are very valuable materials.
Right.
We shouldn't be drinking out of them, and we shouldn't be putting them everywhere in our food system.
Wow. So what about plastic forks?
Should be made out of something that's not toxic, that won't destroy the ecosystem, right?
So what were you doing before you started Coco Love? Like as for work, were you always an entrepreneur?
So I've been an entrepreneur my whole life out of necessity. So necessity is the mother of invention. It all started when I didn't want to ask my parents for money. At 12 years old, I said, I'm going to go out and get a job. I'm going to go to work.
Right.
I want to go to the movies. I want to go on my terms. I don't want to ask dad for money. So at 15, my dad went to prison, and we went from riches to rags. So I was riding in a limo, you know, high on life. Everything was good, well fed. And then when my dad went to prison, it changed everything for me. It gave me a whole new inspiration of why. And my mom and sister and I were about to be homeless. Wow. We lost everything. House, cars, everything gone, right? So that was it. I 2 full-time jobs, went to school, and that wasn't enough. So I said, I got to start my own business. I did that. By the time I was 18, my business was taking off. And I bought a house at 18 with my mom and little sister. And they said it couldn't be done. I met with the top criminal attorney in Las Vegas, and he said it couldn't be done. He goes, kid, even if you had $1 million, I couldn't take your money, because he was caught on camera doing a big high drug trafficking deal. He said, I don't think you can get out. They gave him 25 to life, threw the book at him.
Wow.
And I went to bat. I said, okay, if you can't get it done, then I'm going to get it done. And it took me 8 years. I lobbied the Supreme Court in Nevada without an attorney, and we got him pardoned. I got my dad out of prison.
Whoa.
So that was the beginning of learning my power and learning how to manifest what I need to get done. So it doesn't matter what anybody says. You know, I tell people every day, it's like every setback's a setup for a comeback. That's a setup for you. That's the opportunity. When you're sitting in you know that you're planted for success now. You know, and there's a lemon, there is a lemonade out there to be made. So that's just the way we do it. And I mean, all the things that I've done before, you know, after all that, have all given me skills and proved to me my own power of manifestation. And as long as you have that faith and that belief, it's about going by faith, not by sight. Everyone wants to see it.
Gotcha.
But if you can't see it before everyone else does, then you don't have nothing. If you want to make an opportunity, then you got to not only blaze the trail, you got to make the trail.
Yeah.
We're trail makers. And let the blazers come behind you.
Gotcha.
So that's what this is about.
Wow.
That's what this was about.
This is really, 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 really good. Are you working on any other flavors? Are we going to see some lemon lime?
We have a whole line in our product roadmap. It's all based and rooted in Coco Love. Everything we do is gonna be towards something. So every can sold, every coconut sold, there's a homeless women and children's shelter that we are aligned with called New Life Beginnings, and also our own nonprofit called Roots for Change. And we're planting coconut trees in the United States.
Wow.
So we're going to be we're already the largest coconut farm in the United States at the moment. So we're going to continue.
Oh, so you guys have your own farm and everything?
Yeah. We planted 34,000 coconut trees last year.
Where?
Wow.
We've got trees in Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, and then we're opening escrow on a Hawaiian farm.
Amazing.
So if you think about it, localizing the supply chain is how you're going to get it fresher, and also how you're going to build economies out of ecosystems locally. Two of the biggest problems in Hawaii and Puerto Rico right now is food insecurity, and there's no jobs. Like, just tourism is their whole industry. And like, they grow coffee in Hawaii, but that is so small scale. When we bring the coconut and bring that industry to those islands, we can literally create hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in economic development. So,
that's amazing. I love your mindset.
You're going to be living there too, right?
Yeah. We're opening the Coco Shack, and we're going to be serving.
Was that a restaurant?
It's going to be a full-on retail hydration, health and happiness with fresh tapped coconuts off the tree. We're going to take Coco Love and make shave ice out of it with ice cream.
Shaved ice, bro.
It's fire. In fact,
I'll be there.
The Chef Sarah at the Casa Playa at Wynn and Encore made us a Coco Love shave ice the other day. It was the best thing I ever had in my entire life.
So is it hard? Because every fruit obviously doesn't mix well. So or does it? Like, is it hard to kind of what flavors actually go to you and which one's like, nah, that's not it?
Everyone's got their own taste. She tastes for different strokes for different folks. But I mean, coconut is kind of like that universal mixer.
Oh, okay.
And then you can drop in whatever you want.
Some
Strawberry,
tequila.
Mango, tequila, vodka, rum. Puerto Rico, they like the whiskey cocoa.
Yeah.
It's just all different cultures, different tastes. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a 6'5" Mexican Jew. I like what I like, but it doesn't mean you're going to like what I like. And so I make sure that it's highest quality and best flavor profiles possible. And then,
And what are some of the health benefits?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
so look,
because for people that don't know, like, because you never hear anyone like, oh yeah, I'm drinking coconut
I call
water.
it God's Gatorade.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got all the electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, iron, everything that's going to give you energy. And, without making you spike, it's low glycemic. So it's got like 1/3 the sugar of like orange juice and apple juice and all that other stuff, but it's going to give your body what it needs. So, I mean, even back in war times, Korean War, they ran out of blood plasma. It's got almost the same molecular structure of blood plasma. They were IVing these into people's arms
serious?
to save lives back in the day.
And only 14 grams of sugar.
And it's
low
natural.
glycemic, no added sugar. I mean, this is from that's what we're all about. It's all
And
about.
how do you
60 calories per can.
That's not bad.
That's low.
How do you maintain quality and freshness? Because I went to the Asian grocery market the other day. I got one.
Yeah.
I had to throw it out.
A lot of the stores that you go to, what's the markets, they'll leave the coconuts on the floor.
Yeah.
They're not in cold chain, so they're going to spoil. Like, this needs to be held in cold chain. From the farm, it goes into a refrigerated container, comes to our warehouse in refrigeration, and then it goes in the truck to deliver to the resorts, like to MGM Resorts, all the retail. It's in a cold truck, in a refrigerator truck.
Wow.
You hold the cold chain, you can hold the freshness, but they leave them out on the floor. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to buy those coconuts because they've been out of cold chain for a week, 2 weeks. Like, it's just like, do you eat your fish or do you eat your sushi?
Like,
what the hell?
Yeah.
It's got to be cold.
Even the cans too, right? Those got to be refrigerated.
No, this is pasteurized, so this is shelf stable. So,
Okay.
this is out of 24-month shelf life.
Oh, wow.
It can sit in your closet. It can sit on the floor of the grocery store without going bad.
Wow.
That's why we did this, so that we could scale and get to the world. But
And let's talk scale. Let's talk distribution. You're in the biggest retailers in Vegas and throughout the country. How were you able to pull that off? Because a lot of people struggle getting their products into big chains.
So really, it's about distribution. We're not nationwide yet. We just launched this 6 weeks ago, and we will be nationwide within 2 years. But we're not in any hurry, because we built out the infrastructure and the distribution channels with this. So we plug that into our trucks, our warehousing, our teams. So we do it a little bit different than a traditional drink owner. They just plug it into a distributor. But you get lost with a lot of distributors. They have 10,000 products. We have 5 SKUs that we distribute, maybe it'll go to 15. But we love to focus and execute and make sure that every product that we sell is getting the attention it deserves. And so that's why I'm gonna own Vegas. We'll get to 15, 20 million a year in Vegas, and then we'll go nationwide. I'm lighting up Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Texas, the other distributors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cali for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Anywhere hot, right?
The shelter, so I'm from Long Beach too, and the shelter is in Long Beach. So we have New Life Beginnings has 2 shelters that hold up to 80 women and children. And we created a job program called Project Hope. So helping others, providing experience. And a lot of people won't give the moms a shot. They won't give them an interview. And we actually give them the experience. They go out and sell at the Coco Shack. We go out and teach them how to communicate, how to do some of the skills. And then once they get the interview, they're already ready to go. So that's Project Hope.
How important is legacy to you?
It's the most important thing I have. I'm 44. I'm the last Zaldivar of my tribe, and I'm having a baby in 6 months from now.
Your first?
Congrats.
Yeah, my first.
Wow, you waited.
Yeah, well, I had to grow up really fast, and I took time to make sure that I was ready, that I could provide, that I could do everything that I needed to do for my family.
Gotcha.
I was helping my dad and my sisters and my mom, and I was more focused on the immediate family than making my own.
Gotcha.
Do you think putting others first was a good thing for you?
Yeah. I mean, it gave me purpose. It gave me work ethic. It allowed me to really know what I don't want. Seeing, when you witness things when you're growing up and you witness those crazy things, and you really just think about, like, do I want this for my life? So then you can learn a lot from someone who makes mistakes, like what not to do. And then sit back and actually write out, what do you want to do? What do you want? What's your why? I call this my why-dration. Okay? It's my why-dration because I'm going to plant 1 million trees in the United States. I'm going to help millions and millions of people globally just do something that they want to do for themselves by that why and that why-dration. I mean, teaching people how to farm and teaching people how to do it on their own, not just be stuck in this wheel, It's kind of ironic, but it's Memorial Day today. And people have fought and given their lives for our freedom. Well, if you're free, then it's your job to fight and free someone else. And so that's why I'm doing this, is so we can drink it all forward. We can all drink it forward. We can do better. We can be better. Steve Jobs says it the best. He says, it's about the crazy ones who think they can change the world are the ones that do, And I truly believe that I'm here for a purpose and a reason to be that Coco crazy one to help inspire and change the way things are done. Just because they're done this way doesn't mean they have to stay this way.
Gotcha.
You know?
I love that, man. It's powerful. I want to talk about your TV appearances.
Oh, okay.
This man's pretty famous. So
Right.
you've been on some big shows. What did you learn about Shark Tank going on there?
So Shark Tank is an amazing platform, an amazing education platform. It inspires others, and it was the best thing for me to go in there.
Is it hard? It's hard to get on there, right?
Yeah.
It is.
You have to beat out 50 to 75,000 people per season.
Crazy.
And my first time I tried out, I had the callbacks and everything, and then they just ghosted.
Damn.
So I did it again. I mean, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of hours of paperwork and auditions and videos, and it's a terrible, grueling process. And I did it twice, and then I finally got on. So it took me 2 years, and I had to beat out 100,000 plus people to get on there. Yeah,
Insane.
It was insane to be on that show, guys.
And what was your ask on the show?
So back then, it was 2017. I was asking for $150,000 for 10% of my company. And
Valuation way higher now. Price done went up.
I'm glad to say that when I go back on Shark Tank,
Are
'cause I will.
you going back?
I will. I'll be back, and it'll definitely be 100 to 1,000x what we asked for.
That's funny.
The valuation's going up very fast. I mean, our company's profitable. We're growing at a 50% clip a month.
Wow.
Our team is, in just the last 3 weeks, we've onboarded over 150 new customers in this city, and we're going to keep doing it. We'll be in
Gonna take over Vegas.
And what does Shark Tank do for your brand? Because I hear once you go on there, your phone starts ringing nonstop.
Yeah,
Because you
I mean-
got other investors actually watching that.
Yeah. I had a lot of tire kickers. You know, there's a lot of traders. Okay, they're not true investors. There's investors that are in it for the long game and the long haul,
Right.
and then there's traders. I just read an article about the Stanford professor who invested $100,000 in Sergey Brin and his partner's Google idea. He was the first check writer at 100 G's, and he held, and that 100 grand is worth 10 billion today.
Oh my God.
Okay, that is a long-term holder, right? And then there's other people that just want to write a $50,000 check, and they want to get their 500,000 as fast as they can out of there. That's a trader. So you have to think, if you're an investor, think about true equity. Warren Buffett has got that long game, buy, never sell, build the equity, right? And of course, he flips, he trades and does stuff. But I mean, to be a true investor, you got to think long game. Our plan is a 100-year plan. I won't be here to see it all execute, but it's there. It's a long game. This is not a trade. I just sold 10% of our company to long game, long-term investors that understand that we are going to go all the way.
And that was recent?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats on that.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Also, I want to talk about The Prophet because that's one of my favorite shows. Have you seen The Prophet?
I have. I haven't watched it in a while.
That dude's hilarious, Marcus
Yeah.
Lemonis.
Yeah.
Were you intimidated by him at all?
No, he's a lot smaller than me. So I'm really not, wasn't intimidated. The reality TV show game, that's a whole other story. Not everything you see on TV is what happens. And so they rewrote and rescripted and voiceovered a lot of stuff, but they made their entertainment show. It was good. It was entertaining as hell. They kind of positioned me as the Coco clown and this and that. It was fun. But at the end of the day, it's about getting your brand exposed and getting it out there.
Brand awareness for sure.
We out there, man. We out there. It's really exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where you take this, for real. I love your energy.
Thanks, man. I mean, you got to try this, guys. I mean,
I'm going to try it. I already had this, and it was probably...
No, actually, what's crazy, even before he was on the show, I had it like, I was sitting in the lobby and they had him. I'm gonna try
MGM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I had it,
Alright,
too,
yeah.
before I even met him.
you know, there's you guys know Fight Stars?
Yeah.
They have a promotion. If you go to CocoLoveWater.com and you enter in Fight Stars 10, you get 10% off your whole order, and we'll ship you a case right to your door. And every can sold helps the women and children in need plant trees. We're all about the hydration, the mission, the vision. It's everything we do.
Powerful.
I mean, I dress like this every day. I'm not just putting on a costume. This is my vibe. This is my style. Like, I love it. You know?
And what's next for you after this, or do you want to do this the rest of your life?
This is it. I mean, when you plant 1 million trees and you own the coconut commodity in the United States, you're going to make a lot of coconut products because you got a lot of coconuts.
I mean, what other coconut products are there?
There's chips.
No,
coconut
guys.
chips.
There's 360 products you can make from a coconut tree.
Name 10.
All right. Oils, lotions, soaps, candies, creams, everything you can imagine. Then you have soil remediation products, activated coconut carbon. Endless. Endless.
Can you make a soda? A coconut
You
soda?
can make it carbonated. You can carbonate this.
I would try that.
Vodka? What about? Yeah, you can make coconut.
You
vodka.
can make a coconut rum. You can make coconut porter beer. You can make coconut lots.
What about a wine?
Well, coconut ferments in a different way. Wine would be a little bit different. Wine's grapes.
Yeah.
But it's a cocoa wine. You could make like a cocoa moonshine kind of thing. You could. I mean, there's
You ever eat the coconut like skin?
Huh?
Like inside the
The
coconut, the meat?
No, I've never ate it.
Dude,
yeah.
so good.
Bro.
We could cut this open and you could try it.
So have you heard of coconut milk?
Yeah.
You take the meat, which has all the fat, and you blend that with water or with coconut water. That's coconut milk. Once it's Vitamixed in,
And you can eat that with cereal.
yeah, that's just coconut milk.
You could drink that.
Wow.
Bro, you can make a coconut ice cream with that. Right?
Ah.
So at the Cocoa Shack, we're going to have...
Oh yeah, so you guys are coming out with ice cream too?
He's doing shaved
yeah.
ice.
We do the full Coco Love shave ice.
You've never had shaved ice, bro. It's
No, I've had shaved.
Oh, you have?
But like the normal shaved ice, not coconut shaved
That's
ice.
made out of water.
Yeah.
It ain't made out of the cocoa water. You know what I'm saying?
Vinny, it's been a blast, man.
Dude.
Any closing comments?
Guys, at the end of the day, all your listeners, they need to learn that every setback's a setup for a comeback. And if you truly believe in something, if something's calling you in your heart, don't pay attention to what the noise is. It doesn't matter who believes. If you believe and you can see it and you write it down and you put it up there, go get it. Don't stop. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If it's worth it to you, then anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Go all the way.
Nice.
That's it.
You heard it here. Wayne,
Coco
No
Love.
love like Coco Love.
That's right.
Coco Love, baby.
It's
Thanks
spreading.
for tuning in. Digital Social Hour. See you next time.
Peace.